What is good, my good and nerdy fam? It is your boy King Kunch, and you're tuned into the Nerd Underground. Look, we got a dope show tonight. It's the first of this new type of format show we're doing over here, and I got to bring and introduce y'all to somebody who's gonna be riding with the show as a kind of permanent guest here. You know what I mean? He's a permanent co-host in the building. My man's Justin is in the building. What is good, my brother? How's it going, Justin, bro?
What's up, my guy? How are you, man? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, dog. Hope you're doing well too, bro. Look, we got a lot of shit to talk about tonight, bro, because it's been a lot of stuff going on over this last week. Look, we had Ahsoka episode 5 drop. We had these leaks come out for Deadpool 3. Some shit just happened today with Jonathan Majors. But first we gotta start off talking about the masterpiece that all of us witnessed last night in Ahsoka, right? Like just real quick before we dive into it. And what's up, Smokey Kenobi? What's up, Daniel Fisher chilling in the basement, Cyber Coastal, Reefer Man with Views Wayne. Yo, my man's talented, Mr. Griffin. What is good, y'all? What's
Is that my bad?
I guess your mic is high, is what they're saying. I can pot it down for you if you want me to.
Yeah, do that.
Do you know how to do it?
I do not. Hold on. Mic volume and the audio, right?
Yeah.
What about now? Is it better?
Is it? Keep talking.
Is it better now?
That's better. Yeah, that's good with me. That's gonna be good for everybody else. That's better for me.
For some reason, when I jump into what is this?
It's a little loud. It's a little
dude.
hot. It's a little hot.
But
don't sweat it.
With it.
Don't sweat it though. If you go to settings and go to audio, and then you click on, it'll let you change your mic levels, I think, or maybe not. Maybe it won't.
Audio.
Or if you click on the damn. You know what? It's better, but it's hot. But while he's figuring that out right there, yeah, StreamYard must hate my man's Justin. Because now it is,
bro.
All right, that's better. I think we can deal with that right there. That's good. Are we good, y'all? What's going on, Brooke? How's it going? So this episode, like my man's Lotus said, this episode right here, bro, work of art. Like before we dive into it, what was scale of 1 to 10? What you got on it, bro?
Bro, for me, it was like easily a 10. It was easily a 10. I fell in love with that episode. So
yeah, I got to give it a 10 too as well. And like we're gonna be kind of just jumping through here, but like, dog, I want to start here because this episode is so amazing. Like, I really don't think anybody really knew what we could have expected here, right? Like coming out of episode 4, going out there into the beyond, Ahsoka being left out. Like, I don't think a lot of people really knew where we were headed with Ahsoka, right? Like, there were theories out there, knew the Purgles would be involved somehow, but it was like, where are we going? Because we ended off with Anakin at the end of episode 4. But to come into episode 5 the way we did, and to really dive into the mystery of what Ahsoka was going through was like crazy, wasn't it, bro? Like, how many times do we really kind of get this opportunity to like really watch a show and not really know what to expect, right?
it was insane, man. It was insane. I mean, like you could hear all the rumors and stuff, but I mean, for them to for its execution, the execution was incredible. And then just I mean, to me, everybody acting period bodied their performance. So I don't even know what else to I really don't know what to put on it and say. I see people saying 10 and
10s and 11s
question marks. It's like it's 100. I'd put it on 100. So
yeah, and like like I was getting at too with the stuff that they did with Anakin because the rumors and leaks came out and like we heard about the rumors like maybe I guess what a month or so ago about them being like a fight
Hmm.
on Mustafar. We heard about that fight going down.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden they came back and they was like, it's not like it's they took it out, it's not happening. And then someone like it still might be happening. It's still we didn't really know what the hell was about to go down. So the fact that like it's just a rare experience, bro. It's a rare experience to be able to watch something and just not know what's next. And I think that really had me on the edge because it just really lets you immerse yourself in what's going on and try to think and dive through it. Let me ask you something here though, Justin. Like, what were your thoughts here when we were, we got out of the world between worlds? Actually, no, when we first got into the world between worlds and we went through this
Mhm.
lightsaber fight. What was your thought here?
My thought was, I mean, they're really about to do this. I was more so shocked that they're really about to do. I mean, we knew it was happening, but seeing it on screen finally was my like, damn. This might be what we've been waiting for them to turn the corner for a while. And I mean, they went full fledged in. They didn't hold any punches. They straight threw everything in there. And then I was a little bummed at first hearing about like the rumors that they pulled the Mustafar scenes and stuff like that. But then I'm like, I don't even care. I don't even care that they took him out. It was still so good. The act, just my thought process going in was like, damn, they're really going for it for real.
Yeah, and like it's weird too. Like when you go for it and you can knock it out the park the way they did. Like it was absolutely dope how they did that. Um, my thoughts like with the scenes with the lightsaber scenes. Like this is some of the type of action like I feel like we've been kind of missing even when it comes to the MCU stuff. Just like getting down to the basics of close to close hand to hand action type of stuff like she was doing like they were doing at the beginning there. So to me, like the act, like just the lightsaber stuff, it didn't feel necessarily like she was fighting Vader for real for me, but I felt I felt just the presence of like that fight. Like I didn't feel like he was gonna come and try to chop her head off and try to get a kill shot on her. Like I didn't think she was in danger, but it was just the coolness of seeing the lightsabers go back and forth. Um, like that was real dope. And the lesson, bruh. What did you take away from the lesson?
Oh man, you gotta fight to get going to the next point of your life. You can't hold on to stuff because when you hold on to stuff, man, that's when the villains and things come through, and that's what Ahsoka's been holding on to for a long time, obviously. So
Exactly, exactly.
it's insane. It's so insane.
And like, bro, what I liked about this one too, bro, it's like it's such a simple lesson of to keep fighting. But for her to have to like go through the motions of have to go through her the Clone Wars battle there to go to the battle that she had with the Death Watch. Like forget just the cinematography because like you could go on and on about different stuff and the cinematography for this show was fucking epic. But forget about the cinematography. Just go into just the story of how she got to that point of wanting to be able to have the will to fight. It took her having to go through her past to coming out of her memories and facing Anakin face to face and to be like, I don't want to take the same path as you. That is something that is very impactful and was a journey that like again, you don't know what the fuck is coming. you don't
No,
you
man,
don't know what's coming. Like did
you
you
really don't. You really don't. It's so much more complex now. And we can speculate, which is something we've been missing for a long time in Star Wars.
Mhm.
And we can speculate, we can wonder, but dude, it's still not like the way they're throwing out these the quality of these shows, bro. It's gonna. I just still can't wait, and I've never been like, yo, I can't wait for the next episode of something for Star Wars.
It's been a while since I've been like, I can't wait to see that.
Hmm.
It might have been maybe as long ago as probably Mando season 2. Because there wasn't really a point in Mando season 3 was like, I can't wait. Um But to be real, I mean, I don't know if it's something against me. Like I don't know if it's my old age or what have you. But like now, I was complaining about that shit coming out like at 3 o'clock back in the day, and now that it's coming out at 9, I find my old ass, which I'm not even 30, like, but I find myself going to fucking sleep like 20 minutes into an episode. Like I didn't even make it, bro. I didn't make it. I'm probably gonna get some sleep tonight
Jeez,
because
bruh.
I've been editing a video. I've been editing this video, Justin. I've been editing this video for like we talked about it before stream. I've been editing it for like 3 days. I've been up for like 2 nights, till 2 o'clock for like the last 3 nights. And I guess it got to me. So I ain't even finished it the first night. So I had to come back and watch it the next morning. No fault of the show though. No fault of the show. But yeah, man,
Bro, is
like
this 30? Is that what 30 is?
that I don't think as much as what 30 is, as much as it is just me being a sleepyhead ass motherfucker.
Nah, I'm right there with you, bro. Sometimes I get home and I just hit the. I say, man, I'm gonna take like a 15 minute, and then it's bro 3 hours later. So
But
I
yeah,
get it.
yeah, man, like talk about not knowing what's coming next. Again, like we finish up the Anakin stuff and like we see her
Yes.
fight through it. But then we get the whole like after we finish out the Anakin stuff. I don't know about you, but I clicked the TV to see how much time I had left in the episode, bro.
I
Because
did. I did. I did too.
right, like I was like, oh, this ain't it. Like this ain't it. Like, cause this really could have been a 30-minute episode. Cut it off right there. We'll figure
I
out
would
how
have
to
been
get to
happy
be.
with it too.
I would have been happy too, but would have been like, would I don't know. I would have been happy. As maybe like it would have been a 9 out of 9 type of thing. But the
I
fact
can
that
see that. Yeah.
yeah, like a 9 out of 10. I mean 9 out of 9. Like a 9 out of 10 type of thing. Maybe it would have been a 9 out of 10 type of thing if they didn't go to there. But just to talk about like this Purgle shit, like I'll skip right ahead on to it. First off, just with Ahsoka coming out as Ahsoka the White,
hmm
that's that was something that like again I didn't see coming. I wasn't expecting. Um, Jason Sandula, what he was doing in the show, like how he was tapping in and like just kind of just you see this kind of spark in him now to study the Force. Like it's there now, like and it's not gonna go away. Like it's gonna just we're gonna start going down that journey with him. Um, that's fucking crazy. But what I really didn't see coming, so like when we saw the Purgles, like that was a loose running theory that you have to use the Purgles because that's kind of the only
Yeah.
that was like the only thing left, right? But when you saw the Purgles, it was like, oh yeah, like so much stuff was going on in the episode that I forgot that the Purgles were there. Like when they were trying to figure out how they was going to get there, I forgot that the Purgles was even there. Um, so when she goes up there and she's kind of communicating through the Force, like you really kind of just going down this path of well, how's she going to do it? How they going to get out there? Like I'm waiting for the tentacles to wrap around them or something like they did with Ezra to take the
Yeah.
ship out there. But instead, she says, the Purgle says, "Get in my damn mouth."
I'm not gonna lie. My weird thoughts are like, yo, aren't you gonna burn the mouth? Like,
Bro, I'm thinking. I mean, and of course, the symbolicness of it all, right? Like it's supposed to be the symbolic of like the Jonah and the oh God, is it Jonah? It's
yeah, I think so.
yeah, Jonah, right? Um, beginning the way, like the whole symbolicness and the religion of it, right? Of them doing that.
Yeah,
But as weird as it sounded, that shit ended up being told. Like
it was, man.
it's crazy. Like out of every type of situation, like out of every decision they made, that if you told me after watching Mando season 2 that Ahsoka would get in a Purgle's mouth and go out into the beyond, I would have had negative thoughts on that.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have thought too hard of it, but it is on paper. It's kind of like okay,
On paper,
that's
like bro,
that's interesting.
imagine the script. Look, hey, look, imagine that script, bro. Like imagine the script read. Like they're just getting it. And they're talking about they're just getting the script read. And they're like, yeah, Ahsoka, you're gonna go up to the well and and it's gonna tell you to get in his mouth.
and then you're gonna land the ship in its
You're
mouth.
gonna you're gonna land the ship in his mouth. Damn, they said your mic is real low now. You're gonna land the ship in his mouth. Like that's where
I'm
the
trying to
execution comes in there. But
I'm trying to find like a happy medium, not being
that's
like
good.
too
That
close to the mouth,
that
or
sounds
too
good.
close to the mic. There we go. But
That sounds
yeah,
good right there. Put the mic all the way up there. And thank you, Trinity, for counting that out. All right. C-Dub, Carl, what's popping, y'all? What's going on? Did I miss anybody else? John Gray, what's going on? What's popping? What's popping? 48 next month? Shit. I'll be up there with y'all. I turn in 6 days, I'm gonna be 30. So it's
Jesus,
going
really?
down. Yeah, 6 days, I'm gonna be 30.
Happy early
Ah,
birthday.
shit, I guess.
Hey man, hey man.
I guess. But yeah, dude, like this stuff it was just epic. And then even to just the mystery of like how this was gonna go down with the Purgles going out there. The detail in the Purgles' eyes lighting up before they went to hyperspace.
Yeah,
All those things. And then at one point I thought they were gonna take the whole fleet out there. I don't know about you.
I did
Um,
too. I did too.
yeah, like I thought it would have been cool to take the fleet. Like I don't know what's for it to just be Ahsoka. Like it has to be some wild shit going on the other side when they get there, right?
I mean, yeah. I mean, she has Hugh Wang, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
but
was
we saw
thinking,
Kian get work. Like
well, let's okay, give the man some props. That man has some set. He put up the paws, bro. He did some slips. I saw him. Look,
he fought about as good as Sabine did in episode 1.
okay, buddy, calm down.
I almost got the same result too.
He was holding his own, man. He was holding his own. Like let's calm down. Let's give the man some prop. Well, the robot some props. Was he that? Look, is he gonna do much out there to help? No, but I mean, look, Ahsoka's new. She's a new woman. So
Yeah, I mean, but she got to be going out there doing some Hadouken type shit, like, and then, like to take out because you got to think, Thrawn got his shit out there. On top of that, everything that they took out there with Morgan in them.
yeah,
Like, so if you just look at it, I guess the fights would pair up, and this I guess where we're getting to like what we expect next, right? So I guess the fights would pair up because I do expect to see the next episode. Do you expect like a complete Ezra and Ezra Thrawn, Sabine?
I don't think we're seeing Thrawn yet.
You don't think so?
I don't think we're seeing Thrawn yet. I think we'll see. It seems like they're really holding on to Thrawn right now. We've seen I mean, we've seen a little bit of Ezra with the hologram thing, but I feel like they're really holding on to Thrawn. I
Yeah, I mean,
think,
I think Thrawn will be. I don't know. I think we'll get Thrawn early because they've already put him in the trailers. Like, I think we'll get Thrawn early in the episode, unless they dick us around with having like let's just dick us around with just having them on the ship and like having the journey to the beyond be part of the journey. But like to me, it's like
I hope that's not the
I,
case, but
to me, like the episode got to kick off with, like a grand open shot of the beyond, right? Like if they're going out there to this new galaxy, this is what I need to be brought into. Um, I don't know. It's just we don't know what to expect. It's been twists and turns.
exactly.
Yo, any last thoughts before we move on? Any last thoughts on um Ahsoka episode 5?
I mean, for me, real quick, last thoughts. I do want to say once again, Hayden, bro. I'm happy that Hayden was doing his thing for real.
Hayden did his thing. He's getting his love. Um shit. I ain't tell it to start already, but this is the next topic. Um this is the next topic because we got a couple of Jonathan Majors updates coming in here. And for that, I got my man, so he's the most chill man on the motherfucking YouTubes. This man got hair like mother. Yo, I don't know of a motherfucker who has better hair than this dude. Like this dude's hair is on Corbin Blue, High School Musical level type of hair. Like I imagine when he's exercising, like that shit's just bouncing all over the place. Look, without further ado, let's bring in this dude right here, Chill Margo. What is going on, brother? How you doing today,
I
dog?
don't dance. I know you do. Not a chance.
Hey man, low key.
Hey,
your
come
hair's
bring
flowing right right there, boy.
Bringing it out, bro. Bringing it out, dog. Hey, that's how you step in the stream, bro. How you doing today, dog?
I'm good. You told me to come in right now, but then my time zone is not your time zone, is it? I'm in the Eastern time.
I'm in Eastern time.
Okay, then we're good. And I was
Yeah,
like,
we
oh,
in
did I just get
Eastern
an hour
time is the
off?
only time. Look, just in Central time. And I
Throwing
like
the whole time
I don't,
zones off, man.
man, but I don't give a fuck because Eastern time is the only time here,
Boost
bro.
Justin's microphone up.
Oh yeah,
No,
we've
Streetstars
been
does
going through
not
it.
like me.
Oh.
We've been going through. We're gonna get it straight for next week.
Yeah.
We're gonna get it straight for next week. But
I'm sorry,
dude,
everybody. I'm sorry.
Do the thing like you see how like right up top I have like 3 dots there, like settings on my corner. So does he, and then you can see the mic stuff there. You can say
bet.
adjust mic volume, which will automatically fix it.
All right,
Or
go
you
ahead.
You can talk.
Am I good now? Better?
Maybe
Or
I'm telling
what's up?
myself you're better, but I think you got better. Yeah.
No, yeah, I definitely
Okay.
bumped it. I definitely bumped it up. We're good.
Yeah, but for some reason my mic just really
Chillmonger.
does not like this.
The reason why Chillmonger got in here and knew what to do is because it's Saturday. Chillmonger streaming over there on his channel. Chillmonger.
Hello.
Go search Chillmonger.
Yes.
But look, bro. Without further ado, like I brought you in here. I told you to be like maybe 15, 20 minutes. Shit went down with Jonathan Majors today, and I know you follow this shit. Like I think I posted up a tweet like about like this Jonathan Majors coverage, and the Trinity tagged you, and then I went and looked at your channel, and I'm like, yeah, this man knows the Jonathan Majors shit. I don't think you miss a beat.
Yeah, and I didn't miss a beat. Even the beginning parts where it was very speculative, and I'm offering all of these. Maybe he did do it. Like, and of course, I did also offer maybe he didn't do it, right? But then when the news came out that she goes to the club afterwards, that's when everything twists for me, and I go, "What? She's accusing him of putting hands on her."
Exactly.
But hours before the club, and the only reason we know she went to the club because her stupid ass was using a credit card that belongs to Jonathan Majors, and he was able to track exactly where she was that night and saw all the money she spent, and we were able to find out video of her at the club, la da dee, and she's
and that's
fine.
That's when the shit kind of like I was kind of riding this shit to be like, you know what? Let me not say anything. But when that shit came, that's when the skeptical. Like I was like, all right. But look, this shit right here that happened today, bro. I gotta ask you something here. I gotta ask you. Is this shit fake? Is this stage? Is this real? Or is this stage? Look, this is Fish's first time seeing this shit. This is just the first time seeing this shit.
Some high school girls at In-N-Out Burger.
He's coming in there like those commercials. What do they call them? What's the Happy Council commercial or something?
Coach, it was out of bounds.
Yo, and if you peep, he got on the same hat that I put in the thumbnail. Now look, I'm letting this whole thing roll through because I mean it's kind of boring to be in, you know, for a fight video. I'm letting this whole thing run.
It's not rowdy enough.
Clearly.
Finally, someone speaks towards the end. And by the way, is that a Zoom call that some woman's recording on? Like,
look, I'm going to address this in a second. But have you seen this video yet?
Yes.
Yeah, I know you have. Justin, what's your real or fake?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. It look fake. Homie,
All right.
Hey, stop. Please stop. Oh my god. Like
and they stopped. They really stopped.
Hey,
you're supposed to act like, hold me back. You're lucky this guy's not in front of me.
Chill. Real or fake? Real or fake?
I lean towards fake because I'm a skeptic, but I also think the girlfriend that he's got right now is a publicity stunt too.
Me, Megan.
I don't want to be hoodwinked, so I'm always gonna say this is co-orchestrated. That's how I think.
Look, I'm like 95% that is fake. But you see where I stopped, bruh? Do you see where I stopped? This girl got a laptop out here recording a fight, bruh. Ain't nobody gonna stage something to the point to where you tell like, hey, you know what, make them really think that this shit not happen, like that this shit real, is if we have somebody out there with a laptop recording this. you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
ain't
like a
nobody
decoy. A
ain't
decoy. All
nobody that good.
the meme people will be focusing on that. Those are where the trolls are gonna go, and then we'll fool everybody else. Just we want to make the attention of the guys who want to make jokes go towards that. That'll be the
Lotus, Lotus put in chat PR team down.
They doubling down, bruh. They're doubling down. Like my man's really came in here. Like
Oh my
They don't
god.
need it. They don't need it. If you read what Insider posted earlier today, because we actually
they
have.
don't.
Do you have that video up already right now?
Yeah, no, yeah. We about to get into it. Yeah,
Okay, then.
we
But
about to
yeah,
get
they
in.
don't. They don't need it. They don't need this at
Oh
all.
man.
Yeah,
If it is PR, if it's real, if it's true, I mean, it's also possible. So we can't just like the same way you can't say a guy's guilty when when he's still innocent, right? Same thing. This, I guess,
I have a
officially.
couple other reasons why I think it's real. I mean, I like at the end of the day, like I need to know what Jonathan Majors was doing there. Like I need to hear Jonathan Majors' side before whether or not I think it's real. But I think it's possible, very possible that it could be real because he could have just made the worst. That was a wrong decision. Like if it's real and he saw that, that was the wrong decision. Like, dude, don't step in. Like that is not your problem. That is not your fight. Keep it pushing. They got cameras out, bruh. Like
Yeah.
that to me, that's like if it comes out that it's real, then the next question is like, bruh, like no. And
What are
then
you
on top
doing
of that,
out
you
of
got
high
to break
school
up
too?
girls. You
Yeah.
got to break up a girls fight. So like you coming into, and I did go back and look to be like, well, how did he act when it came to like breaking it up and touching and stuff like that, right? Like I personally think it's real because also too this group I mentioned it to Justin and I was kind of on the fence about going here, but this group has one. It seems like they're one ethnicity. If it's staged, everything that's staged nowadays is diverse. You would have it would have made it a white kid versus black kid, or two black kids fighting. There would have at least been a couple black kids. You know, like it would have been some type of that. It would have been some diversity. So that's what I mean. Like that kid, you hang out amongst your peers. I feel like it might just be real. I might be in the minority here, but
But that's in
to be,
Hollywood, though. You saw the interview
yeah,
TMZ pulled
Yeah,
up on
bro.
him, which is more evidence maybe it was fake because he's been avoiding TMZ for all those, walk-ins with the TMZ kind of guy
mhm,
in front of you. He has not been talking to anyone. All of a sudden, the week that this happens, he kind of slows down. You know, when they want to speak to the media,
Yeah,
they'll,
man.
right.
they'll interact with you and they'll, yeah, and they hop into the car and they don't close the door right away quick just to answer like the last couple questions. And then no one from TMZ asks, hey, what about the case that you have? That nothing like that happens during this
Yeah,
whole
bro.
entire interaction. So at least that's a staged media, um, performative TMZ interaction. That's what that was for sure. That was fake. Now, whether what happened, the fighting that happened at In and Out that we just saw was real, and he really stepped in, and
Mhm.
they like magnified the good of that situation. That I can say that I don't know. I don't know if that fight was fake. That's all
Well,
I'm saying.
let me ask you here though. I mean, do you think even if it comes out to be real, is it like does it do anything for him?
It
Even
will
if it
never
comes out to
come
be
out.
real.
It will never come out that it was real. It can only come out that it was fake. We can
Yeah.
only get evidence that I was the girl in the video. He offered me $10 and he said, just shoot this little thing. And we just said, yeah, fine. I know Jonathan from, I don't know, acting class. He said he would hook me up in the future. I don't know. That could only come out. Only thing
Okay.
so it'll never come out
Yeah,
that.
you're right. We would never really be able to
Yeah.
confirm. Yeah, I don't see a real way of confirming this, of convincing people that it's real.
Because
Yeah,
even when
you're
the
right.
girls in the video says that was me, it was real, and she deserved it,
Yeah.
we'll just say, yeah, that's part of the
Yeah.
you're putting on.
But I will say that first hit did sound real. Like it was a hit at the beginning. Like there's a difference between a fake hit and
Yeah.
and a punch. Like I think everybody just overlooking that. Like that first punch, like that was like a solid like world star, like that's. But
That
again, back to the point that he did. Oh my bad. Go ahead, Justin.
that's the only thing that's kind of selling it as it being real is that punch because she was eating them
Yeah,
haymakers.
that
But the
punch.
way he just come up like,
Well,
bro,
you
I
got to think
seen
about it. The
Lisa
girl just.
Ann make better performances than that, bro. What are you talking about?
But you got to think about it. The girl that's getting beat up. She's thankful because she was getting her ass beat. But yo, so like my man Chimoka said, he didn't really necessarily need any more publicity. I mean, not only is Loki coming up, and to be real, with Loki coming up, I've not heard much conversation around Jonathan Majors and his issues when talking about Loki. People are starting to talk about Kang the Conqueror more, when without associating what's going on with Jonathan Majors, at least in what I've been seeing, and I know things out there debate folks, but he got a dub. Chillmonger, would you call this a dub? I mean, he's had some dubs in a row. He's on a bit of a winning streak. Would you say that this right here, this article from from Insider, is another dub? And by the way, thank you. I asked you to come on the stream after that, seeing that video, the fight video, and my man's hit me with this link. He just gave me the thumbs up and hit me with this link. So I appreciate you hitting me with it. But
oh yeah. This is that day, 8 minutes right after the fighting inside the car took place, where she was the aggressor, according to the chauffeur there. And it's not his personal chauffeur. It was from like Black Lane Rental Services. Okay. So 8 minutes later, all of a sudden you see this woman and she's fine. And if you can read the stuff, full screen it actually, full screen it, and then like read full screen the vid. Yeah, there. And then so pause it on what it just said right there, because it provides like a little commentary. Grace Jabari, that's the name of the woman. I don't like to use her real name because it really doesn't matter. It's not the focus.
Yeah.
She's accused actor Jonathan of hitting her during a fight in a Manhattan street corner. And this is right afterwards, like right on the streets of Manhattan. This city is very surveillanced. So they're, for the next 5 minutes, actually, they have footage of an interaction between him and her, and he's gonna walk out towards the end of the video. If you're looking for that moment, just skip to the ending. But yeah, she ties her hair back and everything, and she's fine. And then turn the volume up where you can hear her be like, "Oh, he's coming."
Yeah, he's right there. He's right there.
Yo, bro.
Yo, bro, you know you won't gonna do nothing. You know you won't gonna do nothing.
His woman pulled him back. What do you mean?
You know you won't gonna do. Hold up. This is the most. This.
Do you see him smiling too?
He went from bro to
Man, he was smiling. He was smiling.
Nothing, bro.
He was smiling. He ain't doing shit.
But the point, what you guys are missing, which is really important, is that she's going, my purse is in the car, my bag is in the car. So this is right after the incident inside of the car, and he wants nothing to do with her. When she kind of reached out for a little bit, there's a mini hesitation. He like kind of lifts. So rewind it just 5 seconds. Yeah. Well, you rewinded it way too much. But when he approaches her, you'll see it. He's gonna like jerk back, like, oh, this woman who puts hands on me. Watch, you'll see. Did you see it?
Yep. Yeah. Like, don't grab me, bitch.
I think that helps. Cause
Yeah.
He said what?
Don't grab me, bitch.
That helps though. That makes it more believable that just like minutes ago she was putting hands on me, so I had to be on guard.
Yeah. I fuck with it. Let me ask you, like, more and more things are coming out. Let me just ask you, you follow like what's been happening? Like, you're on Twitter a lot more than me. Like, I feel like you have more of an ear. What are you seeing as far as just maybe not so much in like our blurry space, but just overall consensus wise? Like, what are you seeing as far as how people are viewing Jonathan Majors right now?
People minds are made up, and no one's really a real person. No one no, it's an extreme opinion. Let me just be more correct with it. Those who wanted to say he's guilty from jump, they're consistent with that. There are some people who I guess I respect them a little bit, but they were like, whoa, did you see those text messages? That's what an abuse victim sounds like. Those people have silenced, which fine, I'll respect that. And like I guess it's, it takes a lot to admit you're wrong and whatnot, but they're not going to admit they're wrong. I guess they're going to wait for the verdict or for them to drop charges tomorrow.
Nobody's going to admit they're wrong, bro.
If they do, though, that's fine. But still, the people who have their foot dug in the sand, or even the people even pretending that this is a fair case, we gotta wait for both sides. I lose respect for each of those. Like, and I'm talking YouTube people, Twitter people. If you're like, hold on, guys, let's not jump the gun. Nah, you can jump the gun. Look, there's evidences right here. Why do you need 12 people to dismiss the case? Or why do you need a judge to officially dismiss the case when the evidence is there? Because no matter what the prosecution side has, it cannot disprove an eyewitness. It cannot disprove video evidence of her being perfectly fine. We saw her tie her hair back, and you wouldn't do that with an injured ear. You
Exactly.
would be guarding that. We see your fingers are fine. In the club, she's holding like her phone. She's holding 2 phones. She's got drinks in her hand, and the fact that she's at the club, which is not the optimal place you go to after an injury, right? If you read the entire article, you'll read that these injuries are not consistent with a person who's been hit. This is actually from direct trauma. It's medically possible, but it's uncommon for this to be an injury sustained from what's it called? Like as if he hit you. And this is
Yeah.
this isn't like a hired person from Jonathan Major's side. This is from
Stuff
the
coming out in court.
hospital,
Yeah.
and they don't release that stuff. The DA side didn't have to release that until the last minute. They've
Yeah,
been
so
withholding. They withhold this video. It's very shady. And for you, if you're following the case and you're still, guys, we got to be 50-50, man, F off. I can't watch you. It goes double, especially hard for the people whose skin tone is dark and saying stuff like, look out for Jonathan Majors. Let's wishy-washy on whether or not he's innocent or guilty, because your true colors are showing right now, and I'll never support you.
yeah, I feel you. I mean, I do. You have different opinions. Like people have different opinions behind the camera. Like so, I do respect because you don't want to ever jump out and be wrong, and that's something that we do at least in journalism. Is like as much as the cops was like we see them up to see the person leaving the scene with a gun in his hand and he was bloody and we know he shot and killed him. You say accused until found guilty. So I can respect the people who keep that line the whole entire time, right? Who keep that like ethic, who like no matter whether it's white, black, situation, what have you, that's the way they do. Like they're just kind of straight on the line. But again, I feel you as far as people who are just kind of who are vocal about it when it seemed like he was down. And then now that it's seeming like he's up, you're not, if you was vocal about it then, you should be vocal about it now, at least be just as vocal and say you're wrong. But yeah, dude, look, Justin, you got any questions for my man? Chill.
Nah, because it's kind of straightforward right now. I'm just ready for this thing to be like,
I'm ready for it to be over, bro.
yeah, bro. That's where I'm at, man.
What do you want more? Do you want the charges dropped tomorrow, or do you want them to go to court and get the no guilty?
I want the charges to be dropped.
I prefer the not guilty.
I prefer the charges dropped because I mean at the end of the day, the charges get dropped and we move on from it quicker. And the not guilty stuff, and like going through the trial, is keeping that keeping that cycle on. Like, I think the evidence can come out like what we're seeing here, and I think when he's found not guilty, they can, if they choose. I mean, if they drop the charges, if they choose to, they can release more of that evidence, or they can just be like, nah, fuck it. I mean, but if they drop the charges, it comes with a statement. Like it's not just there. If they drop the charges, this comes with a why you drop the charges. But it also does come with a lawsuit against the NYPD. Like I feel like that's the thing that is looming and is what got them shaking in their boots.
Yeah.
Is that if this one, not only if he's not found guilty, but if these charges are dropped, my man Jonathan Majors might get a record-breaking lawsuit out of all the shit that he's lost out of. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Chill. Anybody in the chat, like, if y'all know of any other celebrity who's been fucked with, who's had his bag fucked with by the New York Police Department as much as this, I don't know. But
it starts with the police because they're the ones who were there saying, hey, just tell us that he strangled you. What happened? What happened? 19 times she says, I don't know. 19 times. What happened? Let's say he strangled you. And they get him, they arrest him. And then it's the DA's fault because, she didn't actually press charges on him. It's the DA. If you read that entire article, you'll see that part of it. He's got to go and charge the DA and get that guy out of office immediately. The police, of course, they are a problem. We know about them. But hiding the evidence, the way that they've been doing is pretty sketchy. There's one last bit. The police officers that weren't there, but then at a precinct a couple months later, Jonathan presented some photos. Look at my mouth. She scratched me here. Look at my hand. And those photos are all in that insider article if you guys ever want to take time and read it or watch the video that I'm currently editing right now.
I might do both.
All right. So you'll see that the police said, no, we got probable cause to arrest her. And then the DA deactivated that. And the cop said, no, the detective said, no, we will arrest her if she comes to the United States of America. She's in England right now. She's a Brit. So that's not going to look good. If they drop the charges, they'll probably say like, "Oh, because our witness can't appear in court. It's a conspiracy. They somehow got the police not to let her back in the country, and we don't want her to get arrested for coming back." That's what they'll probably use.
Yeah, man. Hey, well, look, bro. I appreciate it. Last minute, first guest on this show format. It was dope, kind of convo here. Being able to like get this type of insight, because like I said, I bring folks in here. I'd like to get some insight and your knowledge on this case is top notch.
I ain't been following it.
It's top notch.
I ain't been following it.
So it's like I mean, because it's a lot, man. Chill. Anything else you want to put out? Plug?
I got it all.
Working on. I mean,
subscribe to my channel. It's called Chill Monger. It's spelled just like it sounds. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for hopping on. Chill. I see you, dog. Hey, yeah, man. I don't blame you for not being able to follow along, bro, because it's just a lot of. It's a lot of.
It's
shit,
been going on for too long, man.
Like, yeah, dog. And like I said, it's been going on kind of so long, and like the shady shit that's been going on, the stuff that Chill just alluded to with the victim, as much as with the, I guess, accuser, if you want to say it that way.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that's been going on, like that made me lose interest in even following it. Like at this point, I am just waiting on the charges to be dropped. Like I'm waiting on him to get out of it.
Going on there.
Yeah, like I'm just waiting for it to be wrapped.
Detached.
Now is Jonathan Majors a motherfucking like Michael Jordan in the fucking locker room type of situation where he's just kind of like, this has to be this type of way, and I'm going hard and I'm doing this way, and kind of rubbing people the wrong way. Yeah, like
at the end of the day, it seems like he's just a dick. Like
if you want to be a goat, some people can't be goats unless you're a dick. It takes being a dick to be a goat. I'm not gonna say what. I'm not gonna say those two words again. But
hey, hold up.
It might take being a dick to be a goat. All right. And if you're a dick to be a goat, if you end up being a goat and you had to be a dick to be it, then you be a goat.
Michael Jordan. Yes,
Michael Jordan. I believe I can fly. But like,
my God.
Hey, but real quick, let's just take a break. Want to holler at the chat. Let me know what y'all think about everything we've been talking about tonight. And from the Ahsoka stuff to the Jonathan Majors. What do y'all want? Do y'all want the charges to be dropped? Actually, I needed to put this poll in here because I was going to put this poll in here earlier. I'm pretty sure I know what it's going to be. But it just dawned on me. I brought my man Justin in here and didn't give him the opportunity to tell people where to find him. So Justin, go ahead and give it a plug while I type in this poll.
It's Justified MF everywhere. I stream all the time, pretty much Tuesday, Wednesdays, and a little bit Thursday. But then I'm in here talking nerdy stuff with you guys. And so, just chill gamer, likes to talk nerdy stuff. Come through.
Yeah, he's a chill gamer. It's more the entertainment over there with him. Like if you're going over there expecting, to see somebody, let me go ahead and put my full screen on here. If you're going over there and expecting to see somebody, like going ham, right? Like you expect to see somebody with like 10, 15 kills, like every game, like like that type of stuff. That's not there, right? But this guy here, this man here,
first of all,
he's an entertaining dude. He's an entertaining dude.
Watches Josh play. Okay, I love Josh, but that man ain't a gamer like
that.
Josh,
that's why Josh don't stream it no more, because he knew it. He was out there. I mean, I never forget. He was out there trying to shoot that wingman and was just missing every shot. And I'm like, bro, just switch it up, and he didn't. But
come on, bro. You seen me when I'm hitting stuff. I'm nasty.
Yeah, I mean, you can get it. Like you can get your streak. Like, but think about it this way. Iman Shumpert put up like 40 points.
Okay, buddy. Don't do the Iman Shumpert. No.
Isaiah Thomas.
No.
In a rookies versus sophomores game, Tim Hardaway Jr. and Deion Waiters. I'm playing.
That's crazy. That's
playing.
Crazy.
It's more like you could be like an Anthony Edwards, but then like some games are like Anthony Edwards on the USA team, and then other games are like just Anthony Edwards playing against NBA competition.
This slander right now is.
All right, do you just want to be LeBron, bro?
No,
you just want to be?
No, I'm more like an AD. I'm a roller coaster. Okay.
Okay, there we go.
I'm a roller coaster. But
There
when
we go.
my highs are very high, but my
Hey,
lows
I'll
are
give you.
really low.
I'll give you that. And see, me,
Okay.
I'm more like Kawhi Leonard. I'm load management. I come in there and I can
Yeah.
be all pro at any day,
Yeah, it's been like 3
but I'll
months
never
since
be
I
on the
played a game
game.
with you. Yeah, get out of here with that.
Or my thumb string is a
The way
little
your
injured.
thumb's set up. Okay,
Yeah, the way
buddy.
my thumbs and you see my daughter been playing the game. Um,
This is
nah,
crazy. This slander is wild. Injury prone. Yes, that's what he is. Injury prone.
injury
Yeah.
prone. Look, speaking of injury prone, great segue here. Speaking of injury prone, one superhero that's not injury prone in the MCU now is Deadpool. Deadpool
Damn.
3. Deadpool 3 has been having hella leaks and rumors come out over the last like 2 weeks. Like, everybody got over that initial hump of seeing the photo with Hugh Jackman and seeing that video with Hugh Jackman and Wolverine. Not Hugh Jackman and Wolverine. What am I thinking about, Justin? Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds out there in their suits in the void or what have you. Everybody's been like kind of died off the hype about that. But then all of a sudden, it's like somebody opened up the motherfucking floodgates and let all of these leaks come out at one time, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been like the last couple of weeks here that this has been going on. And while I babble to get the screen up, I got a good article up here. It really just kind of highlights the 4 leaks, like 4 big leaks for Deadpool 3 that just like really touch on everything that I want to get to here. But I'm going to run through it. I'm not going to spend my usual normal hours talking about leaks and a theory here. I'm not going to do that to Justin. Uh, but when we're talking about like Deadpool 3, one of my favorite parts of this leak, Justin, like I think you got a chance to brush up on the leaks too. Did you get a chance?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, you got a chance.
A little bit.
Get a chance to like dust your shoulders off on the leaks a little bit. But look, one of my favorite things about the leaks is what's going down with the TVA. In case you all said this, he said, let me zoom in for you here. He said this. Deadpool 3 is a lead up to Secret Wars. Realities are collapsing, and the TVA is picking up heroes from these dying worlds and are putting them into one universe. Wolverine is chosen New Earth / Battle World. Wolverine is chosen from the Fox universe and finds an imprisoned Deadpool where they start adventure to save their universe. Like, I don't know why I struggled so fucking hard through that.
Hey, I would have struggled too, man. Don't worry.
Like, I don't know what it was. Maybe it's just I'm like
It's that
reading it like
stage
this
fright,
because my
man.
computer screen. Or like,
I was that dude that would mumble. Like I can read by myself easy, but when I had to stand up in the class and read, I was like,
nah, it just must have been the way this shit was put together. I think it was that end. I think that's what got it. But
yeah. Right.
but nah, like so this right here, this was my favorite part of the leaks because it kind of gives me a little bit of idea of what the TVA is doing. And after Loki season 2. And then it also just lets me know like how they're getting involved in Secret Wars. Because and also to the reboot, like it just all is like kind of coming together, making sense. And
Yeah.
before we kind of dive into talking about that more, I do want to slide up here to can we get some toast? I think it was on my time to shine. Hello, she's in here somewhere. I don't mean to make people sick with how I'm scrolling. Here we, what? No, that's not it. The fuck.
So that,
There we go. Here we go. She says, "Can we get some toast?" Says, "Make no mistake, Deadpool 3 will not just be a setup movie for Avengers: Secret Wars. Just like Infinity War was its own contained story, but integral to for Endgame to even happen. Deadpool 3 will be the same to Secret Wars. Dude, those two things coming together, like, really had me hyped. And then this last one, I said that was the last one. And then this last one here, and I'm just gonna scroll up to it. This one is just like the rumors of like them having a shawarma type scene, them like that type of scene being in there. Somebody said I have seen someone say talking about like pizza time being the thing. What's going on, Dirty Nat? What's going on, Justin Stroke? What's popping? But what like I'm really hype about and what I really think is going on here, and I probably will go on a little bit of theory tangent, so bear with me here, Justin.
no, you're good. Cook.
Bear with me here. Can I cook for a little bit, chat? I'm working on like my video is almost done on this shit, and I'm kind of pissed off because I don't have my hard drive tonight, so I'm not gonna be done with it until tomorrow. But you gotta look out for the video. I'm gonna go into much more detail. But to me, what's really happening here is like we're seeing it sets up the conflict for Deadpool 3 perfectly. Because if the TVA is going to multiverse, getting these heroes from collapsing realities to try to get them together to fight Kang, I can see that being something that Loki is orchestrating as the leader of the TVA because he fears Kang the Conqueror the most, right? Like that is who he is afraid of the most. That's like the biggest threat that he sees. Coming down to what happens with Deadpool and Wolverine, if there were characters that wouldn't be cool with their universe dying in order to just come fight in this war, I feel like it would be Wolverine and Deadpool in this sense. Like because for them to be able to establish like relationships with characters, like especially for people like Wolverine and Logan, for them to get that relationship in is fucking hard. Like they had to put in work to get to that point to trust these people and their friends to build these friendships. I do not see a situation, and for that matter, for a lot of these characters, I don't see a situation where they're fine with their universe dying and for them to just save themselves to fight and save the multiverse. Like, and to even if it comes into an element of them having to just trust the TVA enough to say, look, if you come fight and we win, your multiverse gets restored. Like, if that's the deal, I don't even see Wolverine and Deadpool taking that deal because I don't see them trusting the TVA. Like, you see where I'm headed with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I
You see,
see where you're headed. Yeah.
so like to me, like that's like the cool setup that we have there, and I do think it just ends eventually with them realizing that the TVA actually is probably on the right side of this. Um, so that's how I feel like when they talk about it being a setup, like being its own type of story. I think we're seeing like the setup of kind of this multiversal team, the Avengers.
Mhm.
And I'm not necessarily sure that we will see during the actual movie of them going around and pulling these people from the multiverse and putting them in the void and having them ready to fight Kang. But what I would like to see is a post-credit scene
Yeah.
of all
Yeah.
of these. Like a cameo, like imagine like Deadpool talking at a table and the camera's just on him, right? Like you got Deadpool on the camera, like right there.
Yeah.
And then like he's talking and he says something, the camera goes over, boom. You got like a Reed Richards. And then somebody else is talking, and boom, you got Toby Maguire, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And then he says something, and then the camera goes over, then boom, then you get RDJ. Like
Oh, bro, you cooking right now.
I'm cooking, right? Like that's how I'm envisioning, and it's kind of like that Avengers. It's kind of like that Avengers Swarmer scene, like how they could be sitting at a table and doing that, right? Like it's kind of like you can have those reveals, and people can be sitting there and be hyped up to see that go down, and say they will return Kang Dynasty.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Low key.
like you feel me? What I'm saying? Like so that's why I'm like so hyped for this. And in the video, I go much more into detail about just kind of what that means for Secret Wars because of what the TVA is doing. Because if the TVA is doing that, I think they are setting up for certain characters to be kept over through the reboot.
Yeah.
And that would be by way of like the raft, if you will, um, from the Secret Wars comics. Like for folks who don't know, in the Secret Wars, there was a raft that the Illuminati got on, other heroes got on, and it broke apart during like the final incursion. It broke apart. Some heroes were safe on the raft and landed in like a world that was outside of Battle World. It's kind of like the outskirts of Battle World. And then
Mhm.
other heroes were affected by Battle World and ended up getting their own story in there. So that's what I see going down with what they're doing with these characters and kind of having some pulled out to work. Because I do think it'd be a lot more than what they're saying. Even if Deadpool and Wolverine get to the TVA to pull in more heroes, like get to them mentally, I think that would be dope. Just so we can have just like kind of that all out in game type of war against the Council of Kings and possibly the villains they bring in. But yeah, dude, like I'll tell you, like these leaks with everything going on, they've been the juice. And this is
Yeah.
crazy. This is crazy. I'm glad that from what we've heard, it's not like gonna be permanent. Um,
Oh
but yeah,
hell,
like
I saw
these
him
leaks have been
in
the juice.
I saw him in was it? I was watching Now You See Me Too.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, bro, like it's hard to get past him being Harry Potter still. You know what I'm saying? That might be a bad take, but I mean, for these leaks, period, the thing that makes me like I get the most hyped about is that they're finally linking something. I feel like we've
Exactly.
been getting a lot of empty what's it called post credit scenes where they'll be back so and so or whatever like that don't really amount to nothing later. The fact that they're trying to finally link the TVA makes me more hyped for something that we're getting in literally 28 days, being Loki. um it, it's promising. It's
It's
promising.
the juice, man. It's the juice. Like I I had this thing of what was the juice of the MCU before is just seeing how these movies connect, right?
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
movies aren't connecting right now. So really, like as much Miss Marvel not gonna get me hype. I mean, the Marvels aren't gonna get me as hype as I got when I read these leaks. And I'm gonna keep it 100. Unless they got like some big, unless the incursions are
Yes.
wild, and like that post credit scene with the incursions are wild. Like the Marvels ain't gonna get me as hype as I got with this. Um, it's the juice right now, and like you
Yeah.
said, I'm just excited for it to connect. Unfortunately, with Deadpool 3, if it's gonna tie in directly to Kang Dynasty, that is gonna be like how much BS do we have to get through until we get that connection between Deadpool 3 and
Oh
Kang
my
Dynasty?
gosh,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
But
yeah.
at the same time, what I love about the other side of this, and I'm not probably not gonna go too deep on this end, but with Dead, but like with Shang-Chi 2, I think Shang-Chi 2 is probably gonna be like the Deadpool 3 is for Secret Wars. Shang-Chi 2 is probably gonna be like that for Kang Dynasty. A lot hasn't come
I
out
agree
for
with that.
Kang Dynasty. Like a lot of stuff hasn't come out for King Dynasty, rumors wise. Um, so like I just have like a little 30-second blurb of just what I fucking just speculate is that King Dynasty is going to be focusing on the Council of Kings coming for the sacred timeline.
Mm.
Um, and if the sacred timeline collapses, I think everything collapses. Because if you cut if you cut the stem that has the branches,
Everything breaks down.
everything breaks
Yeah,
apart.
I got you. I follow.
So like I think that the Council of Kings will be coming for our Avengers, and my hope and dream is that my hope and dream is that the Avengers, because they're mid, are going to end up like almost losing, but then we're going to kind of get like that Thor and Infinity War type of thing,
Yeah.
where everybody from that table from Deadpool is going to come in and help the Avengers escape back
Yeah.
to the void. And like then we'll set up that fight in Secret Wars, the fight for the universe. Like we'll
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
everybody there. But yeah, that's my thing, man. Like, look, motherfuckers gotta check out this video because it's about to be crazy. Because I do dip a little bit into like the Wanda and Doctor Strange elements. Because
Hurry up and get it done.
I'm
Let's
gonna
go,
hurry up and
man.
get it done because I don't
Give
think
the
Wanda and
people
Doctor
what they want.
we're not gonna see a lot of Wanda and Doctor Strange in these movies. Like, I think we're gonna see them in their own movies, but even in Secret Wars, I would like to think that in the Secret Wars movie, it would kind of be like what we saw with Gamora and Thanos. Like
Yeah.
those will be like out on their own, like when they went to Vormir type shit. Like they're out on their own path, kind of separated story from everything else. That's my shit. I'm not gonna go too because bro, I could probably talk for
Yeah,
another 30 minutes on that
don't
shit.
spill all the beans,
I'm not
man.
gonna spill all the beans. I'm not gonna spill all of the beans. But
Man,
yo,
hey.
I'm killing. We're killing the transitions because you know what? Speaking of beans, you know what
Oh
beans make
God.
you want to
Oh
do?
God.
You know what beans make you want to do?
They do
Beans
make
make
you
you
wanna.
stink up the place, right?
Okay, I was about to get
Beans,
a little
beans make you want to take a
graphic.
shit. Beans make you
Okay,
want to
yep.
shit. Yeah, beans make you want. Beans make you want to take a shit that stink up the place.
All right,
And
so
you
let's
know, do you hear?
so
You know where we're going now. Did something come out today that really stunk up the motherfucking place?
oh God. Oh God. What sucks too is I have the game on the other screen. They played the they just freaking played it. It's like, what are we doing, bro?
What's the score?
They are. It's about to be halftime. 7-10.
17. All right,
Eagles. My
I ain't putting
Eagles
nothing.
fly.
I ain't putting nothing down today. But I just check because I would have put the Eagles down. I'm doing some little practice work, but that's not what we're talking about because something stunk up the place.
Oh man.
I'm not talking about that, Daniel Fisher. Like me, I don't care. Look, like in this situation, it's not good for your heart. This shit ain't good for your heart
This one's
in this
terrible
situation.
for your heart.
It is. Should we even watch it, bro? I'm just gonna change this. I'm just gonna change the screen.
I
I'm
feel
just
we
gonna.
ball type stuff, you know? Let everybody have diarrhea with us.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna let it roll.
4 years ago, I was
Hold
basically.
up.
Just
I'ma
make sure
turn
you
this
don't get no copyright stuff on the side.
Is
you know
it still?
what I'm
Are they still doing that out here, man?
I would hope not for trailers, but I mean, you never know what Warner Brothers, bro.
You right.
They need
You
every
right.
dime they can get.
Let me turn this down.
Unemployed. With no home.
Josh did watch it earlier though, so
He did. He was straight. He was straight.
yeah.
Nah, bro, they not finna strike me. But they will probably try to come back and all right, yeah, we'll stop. They will probably
Alright.
try to come back. Try to come back and hurt your boy. Yeah, you know what? And it wasn't worth it. It just wasn't
It's
gonna
not worth
be.
it. It's
It
not
wasn't.
worth
It wasn't gonna be worth watching this trailer. Let's just be real here. Like what was we really about to do, Justin? Like was we really about to just sit here and waste 2 minutes and 30 seconds of our lives?
of our lives? Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Like you remember, when I sent the list of things we was talking about, this thing was only supposed to have like 5 to 7 minutes. I'm not gonna take up half of that time watching this shit again.
Nah, bro. We can raid check this one. Yeah.
So let me just ask you. We're gonna cut the bullshit. Literally, we're gonna skip the bullshit. Literally, and I'm gonna just ask you here, like, how are you feeling about it,
dude? It's a little less as bad as how I felt with the Flash, because with the Flash, no, because I was kind of intrigued by the Flash, but then I was also like, nah, bro, I don't care. It's sad to say, I just don't care. Like, would I love to see a world where they finally get in their bag? Yes, I would, but are they gonna just cancel this in like a few weeks or something? Who freaking knows? Nothing seems to be out of the question for them. It's not gonna correlate to anything. Freaking Jason Momoa is gonna be another freaking character the next time we see him. This literally sounds like the Fast and Furious version of DC.
Uh-huh.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It's trash. I don't care.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Look, I love it. It got to you. It got to you. You felt it for a second. I don't care either, bro.
Dude,
you know what this trailer made me realize? That Jason Momoa was the worst fucking person they casted for this role. Like, let's be real here. Let's be real. Jason Momoa looks cool as hell as Aquaman. But when you think about like what he's doing here, like it's like Thor 4 type of acting from what I hear from this trailer. Like how he's talking, like his demeanor, and even how he's looking. It feels like Thor 4.
Yes.
But it feels like that's not even what he was going for, bro. Like, can we be is Jason Momoa? I hate to take it here. Is he
is he a top tier actor?
Yeah,
No,
like
he's not.
is he that, bro? Like I know he has his mystique because he's cool. Like he looked cool and everything. Got Lisa Bonet, all that stuff, right? But is Jason Momoa even really him? Like, is this something that Jason Momoa even really wants to go forward with?
Bro, I've never seen a performance by Jason Momoa that I'm like, damn, he acted the shit out of that role. Never seen it. Never seen it. He didn't talk in freaking Game of Thrones.
That's probably his best role too.
Oh my gosh! I mean, I'm almost there to put him with Vin Diesel because Vin Diesel don't do shit. His
No.
best role
Hold
is
on.
I'm
Hold
Groot. Did I strike a nerve?
Hold on. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not a big Fast and the Furious fan. I'm not the world's hugest Vin Diesel fan, but we're not about to go after Vin Diesel like that. Vin Diesel might not be the best actor, but he is what he is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like The Rock, you got The Rock. The Rock is what he is.
But
The Rock is
layers,
good.
Though he had layers. Not now. Wait. Let me clarify. Now he has he's awful. But Gridiron Gang.
Okay, yeah, Gridiron Gang was it.
Tell me he wasn't a good.
But that was a layup though. That's a layup because that's his life. That's his life.
Fair.
That's his life. Like that's a layup.
Isn't fair. All right, you got me. You
Like,
got me there.
I mean, Vin Diesel. Oh, damn, we're getting off topic here, but nobody wants to talk about this bullshit. Vin Diesel, Vin Diesel is when you think about like what they're there for. They're not there to deliver a good performance. They're there to deliver action. He is what he is. Is he a good look, Trinity? I don't want to say he's not a good actor because he's still acting in what he's supposed to be doing. Like when
All
I
he
think about like
says is
the
we're
Triple X
going to
series,
family.
when I think about the
He-
Triple X series, remember the Triple X series with Vin Diesel?
Yes,
That was my
yes.
first experience with him, and maybe
Yes.
that's why I got Vin Diesel so high on my list. Not so high on my list. Maybe that's why I'm riding hard for Vin Diesel right now to not be put in a list with Jason Momoa. That's really the only thing. Like I'm not saying Vin Diesel should be up there, but he should not be with Jason Momoa.
Well, I'm gonna say this, Trent. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Take that back about Gal. Take that back.
Look, I can't say nothing about Gal because all I've seen of her
Don't
is
talk
Wonder
about my
Woman.
boo boo.
Oh, that's why you're defending.
I mean, like if it's between her and Scarlett Johansson, like I'm going Scarlett Johansson, but like, you know, she doesn't deserve that slander.
But look, dude, there's no way Vin Diesel should be. Look, Riddick. Yes, I forgot about Riddick. Bro, Vin Diesel got heat. Like, and it's like I said, it's kind of like the Arnold Schwarzenegger type of movies. Like not like Terminator, but like Rambo type of bang bang shoot 'em up type movies. Just action movies. He is an action actor, bro. Nothing more, nothing less. And Vin Diesel delivers that. I think we'll see with this movie. I think we'll see with this movie that we are really not fucking with Jason Momoa. I'm just gonna leave it there. Like I think after this movie, like Jason Momoa is gonna be like it's gonna expose him, bro, and his stock is gonna go down. What you said about the Flash was spot on. Well, what did you said like it didn't necessarily. If you said it felt worse than the Flash, right?
Yes, because the least the Flash was intriguing. This isn't even intriguing.
You got
know
Momoa
what I mean?
over Vin Diesel, bro.
Well,
Y'all look. I haven't seen. Maybe my thoughts on Vin Diesel are tainted because I have not watched Fast and Furious since Fast and Furious 5. So maybe like
go
people
watch
got
it.
Vin
His
Diesel
best
fatigue.
performance in the last 10 years is I'm Groot.
Yeah, maybe I got Vin Diesel. Maybe y'all got Vin Diesel fatigue, and I got Vin Diesel. What they call that shit? Man, what they call
I
that
don't
shit
know,
when the things are good for
stamina?
you? No, pause. Whenever no, I got the what they call that shit when things are good from your childhood and you just think it's better because it's
Oh,
from your
nostalgia.
childhood. Nostalgia. Maybe I just got Vin Diesel nostalgia, right? Maybe that's what that is. But no, like I said, Jason Momoa is about to get exposed in this, and I agree 100% that this. I think the only reason why I was kind of more off of just like saying F Flash was just because everything that was going around with it. You know what I mean? Like I think the Flash trailer looked pretty good. Like it was a pretty good trailer. But I just
Yeah, they
knew in my
guessed.
mind that I was never going to go see it. And it
Yeah.
wasn't even necessarily because of Ezra Miller. It was just because of everything that DC is going on, plus Ezra Miller. Like, you know what I mean? It just had a lot of stuff on that was
Yeah.
piling on top of it. With this is just objectively horseshit. This is just objectively.
But in that same breath, like this is why I don't think it's gonna expose him. Because people know, like, I mean, they have to do a lot of workarounds with this movie too, with Amber Heard. So, I mean, this is one of those layups.
But I feel like
for his
Amber.
career.
I do feel like Amber is so far removed from her stuff that, like, yeah, I'm seeing a little bit of detractors talking about Amber, but
But they had to
like
didn't they have to cut her out of a lot of shit too for this?
that was alleged. I don't, we'll never get the true answers from DC.
Yeah, true.
We'll never get. Y'all think Momoa? Look, Momoa needs to put together. Momoa needs to lead a franchise. Well, I guess this is a franchise he's leading.
Yeah, but he went to.
But I mean,
Fast
look,
and Furious.
Momoa
Like, what are we
Momoa
doing?
has to put. Look, Momoa has to put together. I give Vin Diesel the first Fast and the Furiouses, and Triple X, those franchises, to me, Jason Momoa has not done that. Jason Momoa has not provided that type of action type of movie through. And
But are
think
we
about
talking
the
from an acting point of stance though? Like
no, I'm
from an
just talking
acting
about from
stance.
delivering a
Okay.
performance. Like
Yeah,
I'm not talking about being the actor. I'm talking about delivering an exciting movie, playing in your role and delivering an exciting movie. You
Okay.
you can
Okay.
you can deliver a good movie without being a good actor. It's about energy. It's about like these action movies, bro.
Yeah.
Like
True.
when I think about
True.
like these action movies, like shit, Rampage. I have fun watching Rampage. That shit was
Yeah.
fun, but it's
I get
not
what you're
like
saying. Yeah.
yeah, it's
You can.
you know what I'm saying. Jason Momoa ain't done that shit yet. Vin Diesel has.
I'm with
I
you on
rest
that
my
one.
case.
I'm with you on that one. I got you. I got
You
you on
just,
that. I got
I
you
think
on
I just had to work my way through it because
you
like
did.
I think it's like I'm not talking about acting chops. Like yeah, if we want to talk about acting, shit, yeah, I don't think Vin Diesel could have done what um Momoa did
Yeah.
in Game of Thrones. Like I don't think he could have pulled that role off.
No,
That
he
was the
couldn't have.
best. That was some very good non-verbal acting.
I
But
mean,
that to
hey,
me
man.
is the problem with probably Jason Momoa is like his voice does sound kind of stupid, and he's not a I don't want to say he sounds stupid. He just sounds like a bro, and like he doesn't sound like you don't sound like a king when you're talking like this.
He
And like
sounds like somebody you just want to get beers with and not take seriously.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And I did not take. I am a king. Like I did not take that shit seriously. Now for some reason, I took Thor's like whole speech to them kids. I took that more seriously than I took this. But to be real, that's like on the same level. Like those two, somebody should put a side by side of these trailers and really just kind of go over like of what type of story beats they hit on.
Wait, Thor: Love and Thunders?
Yeah, Thor: Love and Thunder. Like just
If I remember correctly, those trailers were hitting though,
those trailers were fire. They were
because
great.
Disney knows how to put some trailers together.
But just the whole monologue just gives me the same vibes. Like the whole like when he was talking about his life and how he was a kid and grew up and lost and stuff.
Yeah.
And like he's Jason Momoa is talking in the same tone. It's like they were going for that, at least in my eyes. It's like they were going for that.
But the problem
but,
is we've seen Chris Hemsworth do it. You know, we've seen him pull some good ass.
oh yeah, I would never
performances
put them
so,
in
yeah.
this shit. Yeah, I would never.
Good,
no,
good,
this.
good, good,
But I'm not
okay.
bringing them in. No, just Love and Thunder was his fucking movie in itself. Like I'm no.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
we. Yeah.
I'm there with you on that.
Yeah. No. All right, so look. We got about like 20 minutes left in the bit. All right, yeah. So oh look at us making good time, bro.
Let's
We making good time. We rolling through first show in the books almost. We got like 20 minutes in the first show almost in the book. But look, I want to do this thing called rapid fire.
Let's get it.
I got 3 topics. At the end of it, I want you to pick which one you want to talk about.
Okay.
All right. Let me put my timer on it.
Oh wait. Okay. So you're gonna say the 3, and then after you say,
I'm gonna
the
give a little
3,
spill.
we'll
I'm gonna give a little spill on the 3. I'm gonna go over the 3 for like
gotcha,
3 minutes. I'm gonna go over the spill, and then you pick one that we focus on.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right, so I'm gonna start with 3 minutes. Now, so first off, look, I want to talk about the directors of Secret War shit, right? It's been coming out that they're in need of a new director. You got Sam Raimi, he's on the deck. You got Sean Levy, he's on deck. There's somebody else that I think Josh mentioned, but I haven't seen anything online of them. They're apparently on deck too. I'm not in love with any of those choices, but if I had to choose one, I'd choose Sean Levy. Just keep Sam Raimi as far away from this shit as possible. Now, when we're talking about keeping things away, these streaming services have been keeping people away. Look, this article just came out from Variety talking about cancellation rates from streaming services. And it's fucking terrible, bro. 27% of people they had a cancellation rate of 27% over there on Max. Cancellation rate of 21% on Disney Plus, 16% on Paramount, 10% on Netflix, 15% on Hulu. I don't know why I skipped Hulu. That's just wild. I didn't know it was like I don't. I would like to know what just the drop off rates are, just average, like just in general. Um, like it's just a wild month, but that's just wild and kind of terrible for these. I figured HBO Max would lose because I canceled my HBO Max, but for
Yeah.
Disney Plus to be down there, bro, like Disney Plus has had some shows come out over the last year, Mandalorian, all that. That's wild. The last one here, how much more time? Do I have? All right, I got 30 seconds left. The last one here is the Lando movie. Donald Glover was supposed to be making a Lando show, and now allegedly it is a Lando movie. Like, are we here for that? I don't know if I was here for the show, but are we here for the movie? Look, that's all I got for my rapid fire. Which one of those three do you want to talk about, DJ?
I think you already know.
I
You
don't.
struck a nerve. You struck a nerve with the
I think I
Lando
said.
one.
Okay, let's go then.
You struck a nerve with the
I saved the
Lando
best for
one.
last. And if you don't know, I think I'm probably gonna try to start doing the last one as the one that I think you're gonna want to go with. But where are you at with it?
Hell, why are we getting a use? Look, we went from such a fucking high, with y'all need to save this until after the show is over because I don't want to hear about a Lando movie. I'm sorry.
Mando.
I loved
Lando.
L for loser. Like, no. Look, I want to be excited about Donald Glover because I love Donald Glover. That's my guy. Childish Gambino, legit. But Lando, man, it's Lando. This is the same way I felt about when they made a Han Solo movie. This is irrelevant. This is just like, okay, if you want to give us some random character a movie from their young selves and you want it to be a someone black, you have literally a toss-up. Mace Windu.
Fuck yes.
People would love to see Samuel L. Jackson, who y'all wasted in Secret Invasion.
Preach.
They would love to see him reprise his role as Mace freaking Windu.
Preach.
You just got a boost with having Hayden back. Look, man, I don't.
The Asian motherfucker.
This is a useless ass character. At least give us a cool brother that's gonna do something. I would love to hear what Mace Windu was doing back in the day when he was a Padawan. I would love to see that. I don't care at all about Lando freaking Calrissian and what he was doing back in the day. I absolutely love Donald Glover. But hell, put him as young freaking Mace. I would love it. I don't care about Lando. I don't know why they keep trying to force these random ass. Well, they're not random. They're not random characters, but forcing these crash ass characters that we really don't care that much about.
Really don't.
Down our throats.
We really
I don't get it. I don't understand it.
He was useless in whichever movie he popped up in the sequel trilogy. It was like
Yes. And
Ooh, cool.
He probably has a random kid, and he's a dude. No, I
ooh,
don't care
cool, it's
about Lando.
Lando. Like, what the fuck are they gonna do? Like, try to say he's force sensitive? Like,
Oh, I would puke if they freaking say that. Oh my lord.
I'm with you, bro. I'm gonna be real. I didn't know you were gonna go that fucking hard.
I can't. You don't understand. That one pisses me off. The fact that they're gonna give us a Lando. I hated Han Solo movie. I hated that movie. Lando seems just like a part 2. I can't stand it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I didn't know you was going that hard. But yeah, the Lando movie just doesn't make sense. It makes more sense as a show because as a show you can do a quest. But I don't even want to fucking see a show, to be honest with you, because
Thank you.
honestly, like, don't put any more money to anything that is not relevant to the New Beyond or to Thrawn. Because right now, you have your whole fucking fan base. I don't know. Like, I haven't seen the discourse. Maybe it's the circles I'm in. But I swear to God, when Andor was out the discourse was over here on the den. I'ma just put it how it is. The discourse was out there on the Den of Nerds, like for what I was seeing from the Den of Nerds, like the tractors that come in. I'm not saying Josh was doing it, but the people who were like just that type of stuff, the crowd that the tweets attracts. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I saw that you had that side, and then you had the side from my homie Star Wars Santa who was just smelling the roses over there on that side. And then you got Kenobi coming out. And it's just
Yes.
Kenobi was the same divide. It's kumbaya right now. Like Tales of the Jedi was kumbaya. This shit right here, everybody is holding hands. And if you're not holding hands, and you just must think everybody got cooties or some shit, bro. Because like this needs to be the focus. This is what gets the fans going. Like it doesn't
Man.
even matter that people didn't even watch Clone Wars at this point. Because people
They're
are
right there
down for
for
the
you.
yeah, people are down for the ride. Filoni is handling that perfectly. We can get the payoff. We can know what it means. If we want, look, that was what was so fucking perfect about the J scene. We can know what it means and be hyped to see it go down as it's going down, and have this a great ass experience watching Kanan's son have this experience with the
Mhm.
Force, knowing that Ahsoka's involved. We can enjoy that without, just in the story itself.
Yes.
People who haven't watched Clone Wars can enjoy that as well because it's intriguing TV.
And then he
Because and
answers
it's
it for
pulling
you
in,
too.
and then at the same time, the layup. They're there. You don't need to watch Clone Wars to watch it, because all you need to know that Kanan Jarrus was his father, and that his father had special abilities because he was a Jedi.
Exactly.
You know his name, Kanan Jarrus. Go look him up. Go look him up if you want to. You don't have to go look him up if you don't want to, because you know what? Either whether it be in an Ahsoka or whether it be in a whole Jace show, whatever comes up, we're probably gonna fucking see Kanan Jarrus, or we're probably gonna see the band. We're probably gonna see him in some form, or hear his voice in some form, and know who Kanan
Yes.
Jarrus is.
Yes.
All that to say, you see what they're doing with this shit? Like, dude, stop everything else. Stop what you're doing. Stop what you're doing. Don't put money on anything else. Give Filoni the keys. Let Filoni go forward.
Oh,
Cancel Andor
it's
season 2.
it's that same thing with with my gripe with Sony, right? Sony, they need to stop saying, "Hey, we want to pull out Craven the Hunter," or what. Don't do all that. You have two things that y'all just need to put all y'all's assets to: getting Beyond the Spider-Verse out, and then getting these games out, because these games body. Other than that, man, dude, I don't know why they keep forcing these random projects out.
Well, I think
It's
they're gonna
stupid.
learn that. I think we talked about that after. I think I did a stream about that after the movie came out, because they're just a one trick pony. Like, it's these studios that think that they can get greedy, but just need to understand what their real wheelhouse is and what people want to see. We don't want to see Star Wars without lightsabers or Mandalorians at this point, because to be like, you know what I mean, like the lightsaber
Yes.
carried it. Am I right? Like, is that a crash statement?
No, I mean, to me, it's not. I know a lot of Andor people are like, "Nah, dude, it's more." No, dude. Ugh. Yes.
Yeah, like it's like we don't want to see that type of. We want. I want more. Like, I don't necessarily want the Jedi as a whole organization to come back, but I want to continue to study the Force. I want to know more about the Force. I want to know more about the galaxy,
Yes.
and that's what we need to get. Same thing with Sony. I don't want to know about El Muerto unless he is in a movie that is starred by a Peter Parker or Miles Morales. To be quite
Yes.
frank with you, I don't even think I'm 100% here for a movie on Gwen Stacy. To be quite honest with you, I know that's a hot take,
That is
but
a little bit of a hot take, but
I
I
mean,
feel it.
like, look, well, shit. Gwen Stacy's the cutoff. Like Peter Parker, Miles
I feel that.
Morales, Gwen Stacy's the cutoff. But like I don't. I know the Indian one will go crazy though. With the Indian
Pav- Pav-
from
Pavar.
yeah,
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 I know
that
you're.
I know that spot.
Yeah.
I know that probably just go off for the Indian folks, but like to be real, I wouldn't be in like that shit's just too far fetched. It's too far out. They only got one trick pony. And that's well, two trick ponies now. That's Miles Morales and Peter Parker. Like I said, like
Yeah.
I don't see Gwen Stacy being that much of a draw for me. Maybe for some other people, depending on maybe what they do with the story. But like for like somebody like a Madam Web to be in the story, like unless you give me a suited up Spider-Man, it's not there. We need a
Yep.
suited up Spider-Man in the Sony movie. We need lightsabers in the Force in Star Wars.
Exactly.
You need Avengers in the MCU.
Yes.
You need
Preach.
mutant, and at this point, mutants as well. You just need your wheelhouse. Like you cannot, you can't deviate from what we like, man. Oh man, it's just like this is my last point. On it. It's fucking human nature at this point. We fucking love our habits. I think habits have become increased with cell phones. Like we want to watch shit for a certain feel, and you can't just go left. I can watch something else for a different feel, but I can't watch one thing and get the feel that I'm not expecting to get. You feel what I'm saying? They can deliver
Yeah.
one show can deliver the same feel over here, and this other show can like execute it perfectly in this realm, in this universe. But if it's not what I watched that to get, then it's not gonna hit the same.
Yeah. It's
And that's
I
what they
mean,
gotta
you
understand.
take out lightsabers. I mean, let's be real. Andor turned into just 007
Mhm.
with Star Wars slapped onto it. And that's not what I want to see with Star Wars.
That's what
That's
happened to
just
the
me.
Batman. That's a hot take. But the Batman was like that too.
Yeah.
The Batman was like a James Bond with the bat suit. Or like
There's-
Mission Impossible with the bat suit, I guess. Fuck.
There's no like in Marvel, they can get away with doing something kind of like that a little bit more, but you got to
No, they
also
can't.
make it interesting. I mean,
They can't.
it was
They tried. They can't. We
Look,
can pick
to
up
me,
on it.
they tried and went way wrong with Secret Invasion. But
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you keep it kind of the level how Black Widow was, it can kind of work. Cuz I don't know about you. I enjoyed it. I don't love that movie, but I enjoyed Black Widow.
But that's
It
the thing.
wasn't terrible.
That's not what they need. Like it's not
It's
like
not what
what
they need.
it's not like what you can pull off a good experience. But that's but phase 4. Because I think like what Shang-Chi was like great. And then like I feel
Shang-Chi
like
was
Shang-Chi
amazing.
was what I expect to get from it, right?
Yeah.
But things like Moon Knight, things like Falcon and like I don't know, I'm just not high on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But like just like the different things they tried, to do. Black Widow is a perfect example because it was like a pretty like I would give it a B movie. Like it is
Yeah.
it's a good movie, but it's just not what it just didn't give me that Avengers feel.
It's
what
definitely
I want.
different. It's
Yeah.
definitely different. My point is maybe that's still not to me. It's still not the direction they should just be going all the time. But
But the Eternals is a perfect example because I like the Eternals, but when I'm in the mood to watch a Marvel movie, I'm not watching that whole
I'm
movie.
not picking up Eternals. I'm not picking it up.
Now I will watch the end. Now if I'm in the mood to watch, because even the end scene, as much as I like it, it doesn't feel like a Marvel movie. Like the fight scene, like
It
the
doesn't-
final fight scene, it
I don't
doesn't.
know.
It looks cool, it looks dope, but it doesn't feel Marvel.
Yeah, yeah.
The closest thing to it was Fastos. Like I have a different appreciation for Fastos when I'll go back and rewatch it, just for how he took down Icarus and what he was doing with the technology.
Yeah,
It felt a bit more. It felt like a mix of Doctor Strange and Tony Stark.
yeah. I did.
It felt like a mix of that. So I'll give them that. But look, I going off topic of that, but I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. No land. All that to say,
No Lando.
hell no
Hell no.
to the Lando movie. Matter of fact,
Man.
I would be here for the series just like if you want to give me a Mando series just for black excellence, just for
No.
Donald Glover. I would watch the series because I would be intrigued. Like I do feel like the series is more of a place where you can do some wonky shit. Like you can do some like
No,
you can go on
man,
some weird adventure. But like I don't want like
It's just no.
I
That's
don't-
not one we
yeah,
need. For
you're
Black
right.
Excellence,
You're right.
bro.
You're
Like,
right.
I'm sorry. That's just
we don't need
another
black
show.
excellence in Star Wars.
No, that is not what I'm saying. That's just another way for people to be like,
No, but that's
yo,
what I'm saying. That
man.
shouldn't be the goal. Like I'm saying, that shouldn't be the goal in Star Wars. Is black excellence. Like
I mean,
I think
who's the laughing stock of Star Wars right now? I mean, be like the main laughing stock of Star Wars right now.
Jar Jar, or are you talking about like in
No.
universe or like show wise? Reva.
Reva and Lizzo's character.
Oh, well, Lizzo did that to herself. That wasn't Star Wars.
Obviously, but
That
I mean,
was
even
Star
before
Wars,
the-
but yeah.
Wait, even before the allegations and shit, people were like, Lizzo the Hutt. You know,
Damn, you're
we
right.
have laughing stock characters. We don't need another show that's just gonna be like, oh my god, we got Lando, Eldo. I mean, no, we don't need an. If you want to give us a winning black character, go back, have him even be Mace Windu, the young Mace Windu.
Yeah.
He would
Give me
do
a Mace-
work.
Take scrap Lando and let Donald Glover direct a Mace Windu show. Let him direct it, but have it. I don't want him to act as Mace Windu. I would actually like if we got a Padawan from like whether it be my dude from Stranger Things to be Mace Windu, like as a Padawan.
Okay.
Like gosh, there was another great young actor that I just watched in the movie that could be a great. He's actually more on the serious side. God, he was in that movie with Tiana Taylor. I feel like it's that kid. But anyway, they scrap it. Give Donald Glover look. We're not gonna make Lando, but we would love for you to direct a Mace Windu show. And I think if Donald Glover were to turn down a Mace Windu show, he would be foolish.
Yeah, 100%.
He would be foolish to turn down a Mace Windu show.
You know how much that would bang? Dude, the numbers on that would go crazy. Just
And I mean, there's even like I would love for them to tie it in other ways, like to what's going on in the And there's ways that Dave Filoni could do it. Like he could have it to be where something that Mace Windu did as a kid is like the backstory to something that we're going to go down with. Yeah, he could have some run in with some type of character that we're going to have. Like they can make it relevant to how we're moving it forward.
There's easy ways to tie it. There's so many ways they could.
Oh, dude, and one last point. I just want to like kind of just see your thought on this, and then we'll get out of here, bro. At least I gotta get out of here. But one last thought. The what I like about what they did with Anakin, and they moved it forward, but two, I kind of had this feeling of for the first time, I felt like this is what it should be with Star Wars and with how you handle Anakin. Like it was like it kind of felt like it was reminiscent of how how they're treating, let's say, Robert Downey Jr., for instance, with Iron Man. Like that Vader is your Iron Man, and you're building his story off of that. And you're not necessarily making his own show and his own movie, but you're building it off of there. There's another character in the MCU who I think is a perfect example of that, and I'm really blinking on it. But it's like a character that's been like kind of through and through, like they're the through line, like they're the reason for this whole story. You know what I mean? Like you're the reason for this whole story. You're prevalent in two different timelines, like in two different points of this story. Make it as so, like bringing him back and expanding this. I think it's absolutely like fucking epic, and like that's one of my favorite. That was one of like my favorite kind of realizations. Like they're finally treating this the way they should have treated it.
Yeah.
Back in like what how they're treating Luke, how they treat like it just feels like it's how it should have done it instead of the sequels.
Characters.
Yeah, instead of the sequels, like it's like this is just how it should have been done. And I think that's kind of finally resonating on people.
Exactly. I'll say this. As much shit as we give Star Wars, because they have fucked with legacy characters, they've at least really kept clear and stuck to who Vader is and Anakin. And I do respect that. I love that because, I mean, Vader was the one bright spot in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Like, I'm sorry, they kept that to who he was. He was brutal, except for that fire shit. I mean, other than that, he was brutal. He was a savage. They kept that. Anakin was, it was incredible. So that is the one thing I will say they have handled really well, is picking and choosing when to bring Vader in. Because even in Rogue One, Rogue One, to me, the most I remember about Rogue One is all those Darth Vader scenes because he was legit. It was Vader. So
Exactly.
I will say I love how they've treated Vader. So
But yeah, bro, look, we made it through our first fucking show. Look, it's gonna be epic, bro. This is gonna be epic. It's only up from here. But before we get out of here, yo, again, shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm gonna work on a way to be able to incorporate y'all more because, like, I don't want to get into the whole thing, but like, I do like just the idea of being able to flow and being able to keep going and keep the dialogue going and the show going. But I do want to be able to involve y'all more because y'all are who we are here for.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, with that being said, I love everything I've seen in chat, been watching, been keeping up, and I'm gonna do a better job of doing things like this. My man chilling in the basement. What you gotta say? You know what I mean? You know,
Yes,
so yeah,
sir.
dude, like, and that's facts. So I promise I'm gonna do a better job of that next time. But y'all, thanks for hanging out. Justin, anything you want to plug, add, say before we get out of here?
Justified MF on everything, but man, thank y'all for coming through. I mean, hey, I'm glad. Thank you for asking me to come do this journey with you because it's a fun ass time. It was a fun.
It was a fun time, bro, and it feels like the start of something fucking epic. So look, without further ado, we will see y'all in the next fucking video. Look out for my video that I have coming out. If it don't come out, it ain't coming out tonight because I don't got my hard drive. But it's gonna come out tomorrow, and if it don't come out tomorrow, it's coming out Saturday. But you're gonna see that shit. You're gonna watch it, you're gonna like it and share it out. But either way, look, let me get out of here. Much love. Thank you to everybody streaming. Thank you for my wife who's upstairs holding it down. Thank you to God for letting me be here and speak and giving me breath. Thank you. No, I'm playing. Thank you, Justin, though, for thank you, Justin, for stopping by and getting on the journey with me, dude. I'm fucking hyped for this shit. It's gonna be a good time, and
I'm gonna keep you accountable, man.
Like I said, keep me accountable because we're gonna be in here and we're gonna keep it going. And I got two things going for me. I got a homie right here, and then my wife was like, "Oh nah, you can stream. Oh, you getting paid now? Nah, it's cool. You can go stream." But anyway, hey, look, I'll holler at y'all. Y'all be easy, man. See you, Justin, and much love. Deuces.